In this video today, I'm reviewing the latest universal portable car screen from the well-known CarPuride brand.
Hey friends, I'm Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews.
If your car doesn't have a built-in screen, or if your current car screen is very basic, then you should definitely check out this new C92 smart car screen. It sits right on the dashboard and gives you a full modern infotainment experience. I'm going to show you exactly how this universal screen works and how it can upgrade your overall driving experience. But first, let's do a quick unboxing to see what comes inside the box. Alright, so let's do the unboxing of this CarPuride C92 portable smart car screen. So this is a standard CarPuride box. So most of the screens come in this type of a box. So what we get is the screen. Come back to this in a while. Let's check out the other contents in the box. Alright, so we have this power cable. This is the power cable that you connect with the cigarette lighter, and the other end connects with the Type-C plug at the side of the screen. So this is for power. Then you've got mounting brackets. So there are two mounting brackets. This mounting bracket is to be connected with the windshield. It's called a telescopic mounting bracket. You can change it, extend it if you want, like that. So it connects with the windshield or even with the on the dashboard, and then you can connect the screen at this end. So one, and the other one is a dashboard. So this one has a double-sided tape. So you take this out, you make it sit on the dashboard, and then you connect the screen to this bracket here. And the nice thing is that this is kind of a rubber base, so even on the bumpy roads you would not feel any shaking of the screen. Right, so two mounting brackets. You get the aux cable. You've got some accessories to set this up in your car, and then finally you've got the manual or the user guide. All right, so this is all you have inside the box. Now let's have a look at the screen itself. There you go. So rectangular style. It's not one of those square ones that you might have seen on my channel earlier. I know CarPlay also makes those squarish design screens as well. Some people prefer that. I prefer these kind of rectangular screens because once it is on the dashboard, it doesn't really block the front view. So this is the screen, 9.3-inch screen. In terms of the connections, you've got the mic, you've got the name of the brand on the left side, and then at the back you've got the built-in speakers. This is the area where you connect the brackets. So no connections on this side, all the connections are on this one side. So you'll see, so this is for power, Type-C connection. You've got USB. So if you want to connect a USB flash drive with movies or music, you can certainly do that and play it on the screen. Then you've got audio in, you've got cam. Now this is if you want to connect a rear view or a backup camera, you can connect this through this connection. You've got SD memory card, just like the USB. You've got additional memory input if you want to save your or watch your movies or music through an SD card, you can do that. And then finally a connection for an additional microphone. If you want to use any of the external microphones, you can connect it to this slot. Right, you've got the reset button as well, built-in microphones, built-in speaker. On top you've got this power button. Yep, and that's it. Now it's not very heavy, which is a good thing. I've tested some big and bulky ones, but this is a nice size, 9.3-inch, and again the weight is also quite nice. So that's it, friends. Let me set this up in the car now, and I'll show you how this actually works. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I'm in my car and I've set this portable car screen already on the car. The setup is very easy. It's self-service kind of a setup. You don't need any sort of professional help to install this in your car. As you can see, looks very nice. Now I already have a screen in my car, but just to show you how this screen actually works, I'm just setting it up on the dashboard. It's the best place to do it, right in the middle of your dashboard if you've got the right space, or you can also use the windshield mounting bracket to put it in the middle or on the side. Some people prefer on the left side, but I would say this is the perfect spot to have this portable universal screen sitting right in the middle of the dashboard. Now the setup is very easy. It's got this double-sided very strong tape base. I'm using the dashboard mounting bracket. I've connected it. It's very strong. It doesn't really move even when you're driving on bumpy roads. And then you just need to connect this power socket at the back, and I'm just leaving it outside because, as I said, I'm not permanently installing this screen. But once you do that in your car, you can actually take this right at the back of the dashboard and then hide it inside and bring it all the way down from the glove box or from the fuse box to put it next or to insert it on the power. But I'm just putting it out. It's this goes directly into the cigarette lighter adapter, and then it immediately switches it on. So this is how the setup looks. Very easy. As I said, this is a self-service kind of a setup, and looks very nice. As you can see, it does not block your view. It's not one of those big square screens that basically blocks your view. Alright, so let me give you a quick overview of the different options available on this screen. So this is the one screen layout. So right at the top you've got some shortcuts. This is the brightness, then you've got volume up and volume down, and then right at the bottom is your volume or sound equalizer. You click on this, brings you to this, and you can play around with this. Back to the home screen. So you've got this home and back button right on the top left, which is very handy. And this is volume. Now, as I said earlier, you have 4 options or 4 ways to connect the sound or the audio from this screen. One is to connect it through the Bluetooth connection from your mobile to the system of the car. The other option is to use the FM transmitter, which is also very easy to do. You've got the FM transmission, which is basically selecting a certain FM frequency on the screen and then matching the exactly same frequency on the radio of your car. That will allow the sound from this screen to the sound system of your car. Then you've got the aux out, which is the physical cable that came in the box. Then you've got the built-in speakers. There are 2 built-in speakers at the back of this portable screen, which are very loud, and I can tell you don't really need to connect any external sound system. You can use the internal built-in sound for that. And then finally, as I said, audio BT. This is where you can actually connect to the Bluetooth of your car to get to the sound. And then on the middle of the screen, you've got options for iPhone CarPlay. You've got AirPlay, where basically you can mirror the screen of your mobile onto the screen here. And then you've got the 2 options. So AirPlay is for iPhones and the mirroring is for Android mobiles. You can set up or connect a USB at the side of the screen and play videos. You can connect, as I said, Bluetooth to play your music from your mobile. SD card as well. I've already inserted an SD card and I'll show you how that works. Audio output, and then some setup options. So these are for Apple CarPlay, and then these 2 are for the Android Auto or Android mobiles. You click on the settings, you get to see some basic settings here, and then within basic setting you can set up the video and the position and some of the other things. You've got sound, display, wallpaper, and screensaver. Then you've got the language, clock, and the version of the about section for this screen. So very simple, very basic. It's not one of those very complicated technical kind of screens. It's very easy to use, a user-friendly kind of a setup, big icons on the main screen, and as I said earlier, the size of the screen is perfect. It's not very big or very small. The clarity is also very nice. As you can see, the brightness is also quite decent. Excuse me for the reflection. I'm just shooting this during the daytime and I'm getting a lot of reflection on the screen, but I can tell you, looks very nice. This is very crisp, and the clarity is very good for the screen. As I said, volume, you can set that up. Then on the right side, I've inserted a SD card, and that's why you see the SD card icon. You've got the time here, you can set that up. So very easy. What I'll do now is just test a few of these options. I'll test the Apple CarPlay, I'll connect the Android Auto, as well as mobile screen mirroring, and play some videos just to see how this screen works. Alright friends, so I've parked the car inside the garage just to give you a better view of the brightness and the clarity. So you can see there are no reflections on the screen right now. So the screen looks very, very nice. So what we'll start doing is start testing different applications. So the very first app that I would like to test on this screen is the Apple CarPlay. So you click on the Apple CarPlay. You've got two options to get to the Apple CarPlay. There is a wired connection as well as a wireless connection. Obviously, no one would want to do the wired connection when you have the wireless available. And what you need to do is, in order to connect to the wireless CarPlay, just go to the Bluetooth and look for this screen called CarPuride. This one. Then pair it. And then just a couple of messages, and then you should be able to see the home screen of Apple CarPlay appearing on the screen here. Now just keep in mind, this is a one-time setup. You don't need to do this connection every time you sit in the car. It's a one-time setup, and then as long as your Bluetooth on your iPhone is switched on, when you sit in the car, it will automatically detect the connection and show you the Apple CarPlay interface, which looks like this. Now this is the landing page of the Apple CarPlay. Again, I'm not going to discuss or explain the different functions and features of Apple CarPlay in this video. All I wanted to show you was how Apple CarPlay and the wireless Apple CarPlay works on this CarPuride screen. So you can see, looks very nice. The clarity of the screen is amazing. Again, I'm not sure if the camera is doing justice in capturing the clarity and the brightness, but this is how it appears. This is the split screen view. You've got navigation on the left side, you've got some other options, media, your calendar appearing on the right side. You click on this screen, this button takes you to the full app view. So these are all the different applications that are available on my iPhone and the ones that are compatible to Apple CarPlay platform. As I said, you can use a voice assistant to give commands and operate this device. You can also use the touchscreen to go to any of these places. So Apple CarPlay, very quick to connect, and again, all the options work. You have navigation on the screen. You can use calling option. You can in fact use music. Any of those options that are available on your iPhone and CarPlay can be used on this screen as well. And the other nice thing I've realized is the touchscreen response is very, very good. It does not lag at all. So quite nice when it comes to touchscreen response rate. Alright, so let me show you how the mobile screen mirroring works, and I'm going to do that on iPhone, but you have an option of doing the same through the Android mobiles as well. So we click on AirPlay, and then you see these options. So basically what you need to do is go to your iPhone, look within the Wi-Fi settings, look for this. So it says CarPlay Wi-Fi, which is this one. Put in the password, which is 138. Alright, so it's connected to the Wi-Fi. Next step is basically to drop down to the command center, look for screen mirroring. So you've got the car, then click on the car. And then in a few seconds we should be able to see the screen of your mobile appearing on the screen here. There we go. So there you go. It looks very nice. Just see some of the applications. So the other nice thing is you don't have any lag. So when you move the screen of your mobile, it moves on the CarPuride screen at the same time. All right. So that's the nice thing. So let's stop doing this. Let's go back to the home page. So this is Apple CarPlay and mobile screen mirroring through the Apple iPhone. We also have the SD card, which I've installed on the side here. Let's click on SD card. We should be able to see some videos appearing. So I've got some sample videos. Okay, so I've got some movies lined up here just to see if this screen can play video files. There you go. So I have a movie just to test, and as you can see, works nicely. You don't want to play it for long just to avoid getting a copyright hit, but you can see you can play videos or even music files through the USB or the SD card that you can insert on the side of the screen. All right, let's go back. And as I said earlier, you can connect through the Bluetooth settings of your car or your mobile, and then you can play music through that. You can make calls through the Bluetooth as well as through iPhone or the Android Auto systems. So very handy with so many options available for both iPhone as well as Android mobiles. All right, so now the last thing we'll do is just to see how do we actually connect to the wireless Android Auto on the screen. So let me get my Android mobile. Alright, so I've got my Android mobile with me. Let's click on this Android option, and then basically the steps are exactly the same. Just need to go into the settings and open the Bluetooth connection, so connected devices, and then pair a new device, and then let's look for this new device. It's called CarPuride. There you go. So click on this and pair the device, and we should have the Android Auto user interface appearing on the screen any second now. There you go. So just like Apple CarPlay, this Android Auto is also very quick to connect. It doesn't take a long time for the first setup, and again, this is a one-time setup. You don't have to repeat this setup every time you sit in the car. It looks very nice. This is a landing page. This is a navigation running on Android Auto, but this is actually the landing page where you have navigation and music side by side as a split screen, but you can click on these small icons. This is where basically you see all the different applications that are installed on your Android mobile, which are compatible with the Android Auto user interface. Now, it's a relatively new mobile, so I don't really have a lot of applications, but these are a few which I have which are compatible. So you obviously have the navigation, which you can get it in full screen. You have mobiles, the telephone calling, you've got the phone calling there, then you've got music like Spotify or any of the other YouTube music or other applications, and then you've got your reminders. You've got a lot of these applications. Now these are just a few, so you can install more apps on your phone that would appear on the screen there, right? And again, just like we were testing on the Apple and the iPhone using the command system through Siri, you can do the same with Google Voice Assistant on the screen. So you have this Voice Assistant option. It's not set up right now, but you can use that to give commands instead of actually clicking on the screen, which is really good. All right, so again, just like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto looks very nice, very responsive. You know, the response rate of the screen is also quite nice. It does not lag at all, and the clarity, brightness, perfect. All right, let's go back to the home page. All right, so these were some of the options available on this screen. As I said earlier, you know, this is a must-have screen for people who don't have any screen in their car, or if they have a car screen, it is very basic without any functions, or you know, things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are missing. So if you have one of those cars, you should definitely invest in this portable universal screen. Now, the good thing is it works in any car. It does not have any compatibility issues. All you have to do is connect it to power. You can either use a cigarette lighter or any other power source to power this screen, and then it automatically directly connects with your iPhone or the Android mobile. So it does not connect to any other system. So guys, if you are interested in getting this CarPuride C92 portable universal screen, then you simply go to the link in the description of the video below. It will take you directly to the official CarPuride website, where you can buy this new C92 portable car smart screen. That's it, friends. If you like my content, you can go and support this channel with the super thanks icon below. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys.